Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tanealy and this is Untitled Beauty. In this video, we're going to be doing a look and kind of a first impressions review of the It's a Mood palette from Colourpop. I would say the new palette, but by the time you actually get the palette in your hands, Colourpop has already launched something else. And I think they've launched 3 or 4 new palettes already since this one was launched, and it's only been like a few weeks. This is one of their larger palettes. There are 30 shades in here. I have been stepping away from the larger palette format a little bit, but this color story just really appealed to me. I love these purpley jewel tones. The teal over here kind of reminds me a little bit of that teal palette that I launched, the 9-pan palette of a couple of months ago. I like the fact that this one is set up in columns, so you can just go straight down the column and do like individual looks. Like this grungy column right here would make a really beautiful, mustardy grungy look. And then this, the teals down the middle here. You have a neutral row right here. It's just absolutely beautiful. If you're enjoying while you're watching, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help with my channel to get my videos into recommendations. If you're new to my channel, you've been watching for a little while, you're not exactly sure, I would love it if you would hit subscribe and join my little family, and don't forget to tap the notification bell so you get notified every time. And also, if you don't mind, be sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and make sure to leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. I love interacting with you guys. I love hearing your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the palette, what you think about the look, just anything that's on your mind. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I trimmed my hair. I cut about 4 or 5 inches off. It was, hold on, stand up here so you guys can see. It's still a little bit choppy. I have to fix it a little bit, but it was like here, and I cut about that much off. I'm still working on the layers, so it's not quite exactly the way that I want it to be, but the ends look and feel so much better than they were. All right, so back to the palette. Like I said, there are 30 shades in here. I did do swatches. I really enjoyed the textures and the formulas. All the mattes are really buttery. Of course, you have your basic setting and transitioning shades in here, but there are so many unique shades and textures. That blue shimmer for a night, when I swatched that, oh my god, it was like I was swatching a dark, deep, rich blue sapphire. It is so beautiful, so stunning. Even the pressed glitters in this palette, you guys know I'm not a huge pressed glitter palette, and it's been a little while since I've seen a pressed glitter in a Colourpop palette, but the ones in here are so pretty. When I did the swatches, they stuck to my arm really nicely. They weren't falling all over the place. And there wasn't a single shade in this palette that just swatched like extremely patchy. Everything swatched really well. So now that you've seen the color story and the swatches, let's jump into the video and putting together this look. So the first thing I want to do is lay down blush and highlighter. I'm going to be dipping into my Queen of Tarts Beauty Bakerie palette. I used this in my last trying on new makeup. The shade that I used in that palette was this one, but I think I'm going to go into the lighter shade of here. I want to see if it's going to be a little less, not necessarily less pigmented, but easier to work with, because this shade was a little bit hard to blend. This shade has a little bit of a glow to it. It's not a straight matte. I don't know if you can see that. It's definitely easier to blend than that first shade was, which I am definitely liking. I have a zit right here. I'm trying not to highlight, but it's like right there on my cheekbones. Kind of hard to miss. So when I picked up this palette, Colourpop was having one of their sales. It was 25 to 30% off. I'm not exactly sure, but I saw that they had on sale the Lunch Money highlighter. I have been wanting to get this for a while. I have seen so many people talk about how beautiful this highlighter is. This one and Seismic are the two that I'm always hearing good things about, and it was on sale for like half off or something like that. So I decided, you know what, this is a good time to try it. So we're gonna go ahead and lay this on our cheekbones. I have to layer that a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's pretty. It's very icy. Like this would be really pretty in the wintertime. I'm trying so hard not to highlight my little blemish there, but it's literally right there on my cheekbone. Nose. Cupid's bow. Alright, now for the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids using my Juvia's Place concealer. I'm going to attempt to do a cut crease today, which I haven't done in a while. I would say it's been probably a year at least since I've done an actual cut crease. Like I'm always laying down, my glitter base or my glitter adhesive to, lay down shimmers and glitters and stuff. But an actual true cut crease, I have not attempted one in a long time. So I thought we would try one today. So the first thing we're going to do is take Oblivion, which is that beautiful army military khaki green here, and I'm going to lay that on the outer corner and blend that slowly into my crease. I just really wanted something super grungy today. I'm using the kind of pointed crease section of my two-sided BH Cosmetics brush here. I'm just going to take it and just lay it right here in this area. And then I'm going to slowly start to blend it into that crease. Usually I lay down a lighter shade first, you know, like kind of like my transition shade all over my lid first, and then blend my darker shade into it. But I've been trying this technique of application and I do like it. Then you can kind of focus most of that shade right there in the outer corner and then slowly blend it in, and then if you need to, you can go back in with a lighter shade to kind of soften out the edges to help you blend it out if you need to do that. As you can see, that is laying down beautifully. I may not even need to take another shade to blend over the top because this is blending so nicely. I want to kind of take that full into the crease towards the inner corner. I'm leaving this part open because that is where I want to do my, or at least attempt to do my cut crease. So what do you guys have planned for the weekend? It's Friday as I'm filming this. My husband comes home tonight for his home time. He's an over-the-road truck driver. We're going to go to Spirit Halloween. I saw that the one in South Haven, Mississippi, which is about 10 minutes from us, is officially open. This year, I have been really into decorating for Halloween, which I don't usually do. Usually, I don't decorate that much in general, regardless of the holiday. I usually just put like a sign in the door and then that's it, for whatever holiday it happens to be. But for some reason this year I've just really been into decorating. I picked up a lot of really cute things from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree has had a lot of cute Halloween decorations this year, so I got a lot of really cute things from there. Got some ghosties, window decor, some signs. I have some witches. I found these really pretty like glass jack-o'-lanterns. I put the little tea lights in them, and the tea lights that I put in there are the ones that flicker, so it literally looks like there's a candle flickering in the inside of it. It's just so super cute. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can find at Spirit Halloween. I'm hoping to find another Halloween costume for my son, the 8-year-old, because he's kind of outgrown pretty much everything we have. As you guys know, we're cosplayers and costumers, and we haven't cosplayed in like 2 years. I need to go through everything because I'm pretty sure most of the stuff in our little cosplay closet he cannot wear. All right, that is just so pretty. Oh my goodness, that is a beautiful shade. Ooh, that is gorgeous, and it blended like butter. No effort whatsoever. My word, that is stunning. I think I'm just going to let this be my matte. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on. It's just so pretty. All right, so I think I'm going to go straight into my cut crease. I'm going to take my Juvia's Place concealer here. I'm going to take the angled flat side of the same BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to slowly start to carve out where I want my glittery or shimmer shadow to go. Now I have to tell you, I've only done this maybe a couple of times. It's not something that I've just really done a lot of. It's not something that I'm really good at or particularly skilled at. So I could definitely use the practice as far as, you know, this particular technique. So all I'm really doing is taking this and I'm carving out where I'm going to lay that shadow. I also have smaller lid space. I don't have hooded eyes, but I do have smaller lid space, and so because of that, I have to take my cut creases a little bit higher than my actual crease itself. Otherwise, when I open my eyes, you won't be able to see anything. It'll just completely disappear. Now I'm going to go in with this flat dough color brush, and the shade that I want to use is Wanna Go, which is the beautiful grungy green here, and I'm going to lay that all over my lid. I may focus that just on this outer part here and then put a lighter shade going in the middle. I'm just going to do this eye first before I do this one, make sure how it's actually going to come out first before I go crazy with both lids. Such a deep shade. I think I'm just going to focus this on the outer corner and then take something lighter in towards the middle. I don't want it to be like super dark all over my lid. Just a really deep grungy shade. It's a little bit of bronziness in there, it's gold in there. It's just so pretty. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mix it with this shade over here, which is called Surface right here, just to kind of lighten it up a little bit. It's a little bit darker than I'm wanting. So let's see if I can mix the two shades and get something kind of in the middle. Like I said, I have not done a cut crease in a very, very long time. So this is kind of a work in progress. Not really sure how it's gonna look. Just kind of hoping for the best. All right, that's a little bit better. I wasn't really getting much dimension between those two shades. All right, now I'm gonna take Surrender, which is this bright gold here, and I'm gonna take that the rest of the way. I'm just gonna flip the brush and use the other side. I have that first shimmer kind of angled so that it's not just straight up and down, and it just kind of softly blends into the other one. We're just gonna lay this down. That is just such a beautiful gold. Man, that is so pretty. Woo! And I'm gonna take the other side. I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth so that the two shades are nicely blended together. I don't want like a harsh line from one to the other, basically, is what I'm going for here. Lay just a little bit more of one to go, and then softly blend between these two shades. I'm going back in with that matte, blend the edges a little bit more here. I'll take Love Song, the lightest shade in the upper corner here, and lay that in the inner corner real quick as my inner corner highlight. I have a paler gold shade. I'm going to go back in to Wanna Go with this soft angled flat brush right here to go across the lower lash line, just so that I have something to connect the upper lid to the lower lid. A little bit of smokiness right along that line. And I'm wanting this color because I'm wanting something with a little bit more of a sparkle down there. Very dramatic. I'm going to take this brush right here and just want to soften it. Blend it out just a little bit more. Go back in with Love Song and connect the lower lash line. And that into that green. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to recreate this on this eye, and then we'll come back, do liner, lashes, and lips, and finish out this look. So I believe I have successfully recreated this eye on this eye. I'm gonna go ahead and take this white pencil from NK and put that in my lower waterline. I wanted to use the one from Colourpop, but I don't know what I did with it. I have looked and I can't seem to find it. I'm wondering if my daughter snagged it. Sometimes she likes to sneak my makeup without telling me. So I'm wondering if she grabbed it. I like that one so much better than this one. It's just so much creamier, so much more pigment than this one is. This one is just not quite as bright as that Colourpop one is. I'm gonna line my eyes with this Colourpop liner in Numero Uno. It's one of my favorites. The lashes I'm going to use today are from AOA Studios. These are the 3D Faux Mink Lashes, or 3D Faux Mink Lashes in Sadie Premium Natural Lashes. I'm going to throw these on using my Duo Lash Glue. So what I do is I take the Duo adhesive and I just lay it along the lash base. I put a nice layer on there. I've never applied my lashes on camera. I think I have a couple times in vlogs, but not in my actual makeup videos. So I thought, you know what the heck, I'll go ahead and do it today. And then what I do is I just usually just sit it on the back of the box and I let it dry for about 30 seconds so that it gets nice and tacky. And then I start to apply them to my lash base. I really like the Duo adhesive. I think it sticks really well and it's clear, so you don't see glue like all over your lash line. All right, so now what I do is I take it with my hand and I kind of stick it on the outside corner. I know a lot of people use those lash tweezers. I just have a really difficult time with those. It's like I'm never able to get my lashes on the right way whenever I use those. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I need more practice with them. I'm sure if I practice more, I'll get the hang of them, but just offhand, I do have a difficult time with them. I feel like I have more control when I use my fingers as far as where I place the lash. And then I take it and I kind of squeeze it together along my lash base, so that it's right where I want it to be and also kind of fused in with my natural lashes, so there's no like gap or anything. These are some big lashes. I need to trim the inner corner. So I took some scissors and trimmed them down just a little bit, and they are looking so much better. They were way too long. Real quick, I'm going to throw on this glossy lip stain. This is called First Bite. This is one of the other things that I picked up from the sale. I just thought this was a really pretty peachy tone. It's just so pretty. Alright, so that is this look complete. What do you guys think? pink. I think it came out so nice. I'm loving this shadow combination. This palette is just so beautiful. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be doing some IGTV looks with this, something for my TikTok as well. Overall, I'm very happy with how the shadows performed. Everything blended well. I didn't have any issues with that. I do like the highlighter. I need to play with this a little bit more. And the glossy lip stain. This is a really, really pretty shade. I will definitely be pulling this out a lot. It's kind of a pumpkin orange shade. I'm really, really liking that. That's it for this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.